Hello everybody, mine's the Fireman and welcome back to welcome back to our Let's Play on Sandy Bay Farm. This is episode 12. You may notice, here they are, the two tractors and the tank we got from the last episode, we went to go look at. So we've got the Massey Ferguson 7726 and the John Deere 4755 with the high spec 250 on the back. They were dropped off just this morning, so we're going to pay for them. I've worked it out. I reckon it's about 55,000 we owe. I'm just going to have another quick calculation. So the Massey was 25,000 plus the John Deere, which was 20, plus the high spec, which was 10. That comes to £55,000 that we owe. So if we press Alt 0 minus 55000. Now sometimes it doesn't load. I don't know what's wrong with this mod, but sometimes it just doesn't load. So if we click left Alt 0 minus 55000. I can't minus zeros. Does it work with numpad? Oh, it likes numpad more. Right, there we go. So they're paid off. These are now ours. All of them. They have been cleaned and all that. So we've got the high spec trailer on the back as well. They're going to stay here just for now. This guy can come back. I was doing a bit of baling off screen whilst I was waiting to do this episode. I've made 30 bales for the beef and pigs and 30 bales for the cows up here. So I've stacked them all, put them all in the shed and all that. We need to get a bigger grain trailer. I've just decided the Marshall trailer will not keep up with that combine the way it is. But as I said, it won't be staying for that long. Just want to get a few harvests out of the way. But yeah, we're going to need a bigger grain trailer, which I'm going to buy in a minute once if we can get a bigger one, or if we can't get a bigger one, then we won't bother. Come on, climb the hill. So yeah, we need to do a lot of stuff. I've also given the pigs and beef some grain as well, because I was going past them, so I thought I'd nip up and just tip a bit in. It didn't take the whole trailer, it took a bit though. Come on, Case, go. We need to get a feeder, which we probably should have bought as well. So what we need to do now is put these other tractors we've just bought to some good use. I'm going to sell the case, the class I mean, not the case, this is the case, I want to keep the case. I want to sell the class. A reason is it's so overpowered for what we need. It's not really running at full potential. So I would like to sell it. How much is it just off the bat? It is 68,000. Oh, fuck it, we'll just sell it like this. £93,000 we've got now. Let's just go check. Let's just check what trailers we could buy. We need a fairly big one that can take quite a lot of grain. I mean, we could buy that. Requires 200 horsepower, but it requires a dolly as well. And our John Deere is only... Oh, our John Deere would pull it. I don't know how well it'd pull it though, but you have to buy a dolly with it as well, which is another 7,000. That one is 31,000. I don't think it'd be very realistic to have that big trailer on the back of that tractor, but if it can pull it, I don't see why it can't have it. And I don't know if the combine will go into it as well. So we'll buy this one. It's cheap and cheerful. So we want to sell the Marshall. That Marshall trailer's been good to us, but it's now gone. So we now have enough tractors to do whatever we need to do. We also need to purchase a couple of other bits and bobs. I do want to get rid of this combine as quick as possible. It is like because it's been converted. It doesn't sit square. It just bounces all over the place whenever it's stopped. So it is quite irritating to try and work with. It slides a bit as well. So I would like to try and just get a normal combine at some stage. I would like to do that. Even if a combine sticks to the main roads, I'm not too fussed. This thing's going to need some more fuel soon. Right, we need to pick up this trailer. This trailer that's been sat here for the last couple of episodes, so we need to come down and get that. I'm going to bring the 5640 and come pick it up in a minute once we've got this trailer to this guy. So it's quite a big trailer this, it should take quite a lot of ground. But I don't know how much it will take and how much this will do. It might not even fit under the pipe. Now we have lots of slurry to get rid of as well. How are the pigs and beef looking? They're looking okay. They've got slurry. They have that. They have grains, fruit, water, straw, mixed rations, and some silage. So we can get them that one, and that one. But we can't get them fruits because we're not doing it. Have to be everything else but efforts. Please say that quickly. I need to move the combine a bit first. Right, let's move it forward. How much is a feeder? It is 75,000 for the smallest one, which is what we want. We only want the small one. Oh yes, that's taking quite a lot more than I thought it would actually. So we're going to do a bit of unloading today at the moment. There isn't really too much for them other two tractors to do. I suppose we could go put them in places. But I will get another slurry tanker eventually once we're done. Once we've got the feeder sorted out and that. We also need to buy either a very cheap loader to go limit with beef and pig cows so they can just feed all that, because otherwise I've got to keep driving the mill over. And it is a pain in the arse. I got hit by a train over there, over that level crossing. I was driving on whilst I was playing on my phone, and I just drove straight into it. Now, hopefully you're all enjoying this. This is the third episode I've recorded today, so you won't really see it. I won't know what your opinions are on the tractors we bought or the slow tanker. The high-spec tanker is private, the other two aren't. The Massey Ferguson is the one that was released in the mod contest, and the John Deere was in a John Deere pack on mod hunt ages ago. It has another two tractors with it, but the high spec is private. The major isn't. I think call it a Marshall. The major one isn't. I suppose you could, if you wanted to, just get the major and reskin it if you know how to do reskins. But, how much lovely money will we get off this? So it's 63,000. Of course, barley is not the most when you're making crop in the world. So we made 8,000 from that. We are on hard difficulty as well. Now, I would like to get a fast track for doing all this road work with, because otherwise, this John Deere is incredibly slow. So I would like something that does about 40-something mile an hour, which would be very nice to have. Now we have 15,000 litres of milk to be sold at midnight, so we could make a nice tidy little bit of profit off that. I may go get the Massey doing some mowing, or because we need some hay, need some silage for the pigs, so we could, well, I suppose we could just use hay bales, but we also need to get silage in there for making mixed rations as well. We need to get the livestock trailer as well, transport trailer. But we're okay. We've got everything's going fine. The map's working. My computer hasn't crashed yet or anything like that. We just want to get the combine sorted quickly. As in, I really need to get a new combine. I would have liked one of the Massey Fergusons or ones that I've got at the very front section of the combines, but they're a bit expensive. They're about 300,000 each, plus the headers to go with them. But they're not as broken as that, and they don't have they have a very high tank capacity, just not insanely high like this one. But as I said, this one's been tampered with, should we say. It's been edited. This should pretty much take most of this one. Right, let's just tab to the other two. Let's find a space for these things to go in. I think in this shed is good enough for the Massey. Right, let's go get the high spec. So as you can see, this is a very nice slow tanker. A very nice slow tanker. It is literally just the major reskinned, but it's still nice. Gonna keep. I don't know where to keep these slow tankers. I always put them in with the cows. Seems to be quite nice. I want to keep it on that John Deere though. I would like to go out slow spreading with this JD. Right. So if we just stick them over here. Or actually, if we stick them up against this wall. I know I'm changing my mind a lot, but I want to put them somewhere where I still know where they are, but they're out of sight. Well, I can fit quite a few on that wall, killing some cows in the process. Well, this John Deere only does 24 mile an hour, which is okay. It's not too bad, but right, this can go in the shed with the Massey. Very plain interior in this John Deere as well. I don't know why the mirror was fucking up there. The mirrors do work in this thing. So we may use this at some point. Not today though, it's not needed today. There we go. Where is my JD? There we go. Right, so he only has 17.5% left that combine, which is going to be a fairly easy run to empty. But if we can get a feeder out of this, we can go feed our cows some proper, some actual proper stuff. Well, that sounds a bit wrong, but let's go feed them some proper, get some mixed rations going, and all that. Well, that's only if we get enough money. So yeah, he's very happy that we purchased 3 things off him. He said the rest of it is now gone, so it wasn't scrapped. A vintage tractor collector came and took the 3,000 and 4,000. Another big farm took the 6,499 and the other 4,755, with the 2 muck spreaders and the major tank. So it's all gone now. Everything's gone. So we were lucky to get in there and get our tractors out when we wanted them. I'm glad with the purchases we made. They were fairly cheap. I mean, it was the most expensive tractor we did buy out of all of them, but it is going to come in a lot more handy because I'm thinking about replacing that case at some point, and maybe even this John Deere. But this John Deere is a good little workhorse for carting trailers about, all that stuff. It may even be on the other slurry tank with the other, once we get another slurry tanker. But we definitely need a manure trailer, either trailer or what's it? So let's tip this. The rev's still to 1 million. Right, so we need 75,000. Can we make 75,000? Probably not. We're going to stop short as well. I do have another feeder, but it's in the middle of being reskinned to a green. I don't know why I'm being green. So it's not what it's meant to be, and it does look a bit bad because I haven't actually got all of it green yet, which is why we're not buying it. We want to go for another one. So we are going to go fill this trailer up one last time off the combine, which should hopefully put us at 75,000. It is Sunday. I've got enough videos recorded now to go from today, well, go from Monday to about Wednesday-ish. So that means Wednesday night record another 3 to go on the weekend. But hopefully, I'm going to try and get my map finished as ASAP as soon as possible. I keep moving my head like that because the barriers don't go down. I'm just checking for trains. So I want to get my map finished as soon as possible so we can carry on another video, another Let's Play on that map. On my map, sorry. It does work. It wasn't glitching out the thing. It does record pretty well on it as well, as you can see. I don't think I'm going to fix the flickering textures yet because it's quite a big job to do. I want to get the map out and see what you guys all think. Right, last load off this. Should just edit one of these trailers to just take its entire tank, which would probably help. So I put us at 45%. Right, let's just tab out. I want to just look at our new tractors. Now we did take a quick look at them when we bought them, but we didn't have a full search. So they look quite a lot of detail on this back hitch. You've got your 2 rear work lights and your 4 top cab lights as well. Your brake lights, your indicator lights, another ladder if you want to get in this side of the cab, which I don't think anyone ever does. I don't know why they even have. You don't even know why they bother doing that. because everyone just gets in this side anyway. I see, so you can open this door. Just puts that over there. This door, which will probably go through the wall. This thing over your head, the roof one, and that. So you can open quite a lot of things on it. The JD just doesn't have ICs, so you can't really do anything with it. And to get out and open the bonnet, you have to press O whilst you're here. Oh, whilst you're there. And it opens the bonnet. On the John Deere, it is pretty basic. There's no scripts or anything. You can't open anything. The back looks pretty good. It looks a bit beaten, this John Deere, but I'm assuming it's just because how many hours it's done. And yeah, the chain does move on the front here, as you've probably all seen as I drive it, and there's a fire extinguisher there. Now the high spec tanker, let's get to our Massey. Our wee Massey is going to do some work when we scrape this out, because it's got a lot of scraping to do. Our high spec trailer tanker is very, very nice. It's very clean as well. I reckon they resprayed this as well, but it looks pretty cool. Last job, go pick that trailer up from the shop. Because I've remembered that we need to do that today, otherwise we can't get our Massey to do anything. The reason is I'm going to use that trailer to cart the Massey up to the pigs to scrape them out or to clean them out whenever we need to clean them out, and just put it into piles just so we don't have to buy another load or anything, but I reckon we may have to anyway. But for now we can just do that. I mean, it's not too hard to put it on the trailer, drive it up there, put it into, scrape the cows out, well, scrape the cows out, put them in a placeable heap, which is what it's going to do. Once it's scraped the cows out, we're going to then load it up into manure spreaders and go into fields once we've got enough. And then do the same with the pigs and beef. But the good thing about that is we could have the Merlot running on one, and but I reckon if we can get 2 muck spreaders as well as 2 slurry tankers, we'll be able to do quite a lot of it. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. Because I reckon if we could set a system up where we can get the muck spreaders to run at 2 different times, so one runs in one field and needs refilling, so when one needs refilling, one's full, so you're always swapping between the Merlot and the Massey Ferguson, just to make sure that you're getting it right. And I don't know how we're going to do that unless we just set up one to just work earlier before the other ones do. So one goes out first full, record another course, or record both the courses together and just wait for one to be finished and then go again. So here's our nice trailer, nice new flatbed trailer, which is going to come in very, very handy for moving stuff about. Surely because it's got a lock on it, it's got a locking script on it, and the gates open and that. This isn't private, by the way, this trailer. It was released by a Facebook page, but I cannot remember who released it. I don't have a link for it anymore. Which is a shame, because I see a lot of comments asking where I got it from, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. So go. Right, let's just pull. Right, I need to go this way. Now, this is the problem I had with the Marshall trailer. The Marshall trailer was massive and I couldn't get it round. That's the thing, but I've got it round. What I would have liked to do is, what I would have liked to have done is when we pulled the Massey out from our friend down the road, was I've had this trailer and actually put it on the trailer, but of course we don't have a push pole, so a push pole would have been a lot easier to push it on and off. The chain is only good for just dragging it about, and even then it just drags it and lags it about. Whereas I think if we had someone in it controlling the brakes, but all our workers were out working, so we were just down to come pick it up. We also need to buy a topper as well. I keep forgetting to buy a topper to come top his field for him when he wants it doing. We're going to buy the one that leaves nothing behind because we're not going to harvest it. It can just literally just be topped and then left. Now this trailer is actually making this tractor struggle, but it's a lot better than when we tried to pull that bloody tractor up here. Right, so we've got 73,000. So we've paid off the Massey, the John Deere, and the high-spec trailer, the high-spec tanker, which is very, very good and very, very cheap. I did enjoy. I did like going down to his place to see what he had. I didn't stay very long afterwards. I just got in my car and said I'd have them all and left. Well, not all of them, but told him which ones I'd wanted. Right, let's put you over here. My farm is not very secure, as we just leave everything plain view of the public. Put R5640 away. Right, so anyway, I'm going to get these two empty and get that combine in the next field. And then I shall probably, I won't record another video till Wednesday night-ish, because I've already got enough videos up to this. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed, subscribe for more today, and I shall see all of you in the next video. Happy farming. Bye bye.